here is actually showing what both teams can see. So when these wards go down, it kind of helps with the clairvoyance, etc. I'm not going to press tab. I did tab last game, and it wipes away the score. And I was like, no!
O to get it back.
Ah, see, if only I knew beforehand. I was like, no, I ended up just sitting there holding tab the whole game.
In the version of the spectator mode that will go live, tab is going to be a toggle as well. So it's going to work the way you wanted it to work.
Excellent.
Yep.
So, here we go. Level 1 fight. Will it happen? Will it not? I don't think so.
I think so. Well, Annie has his stun charged right now, and you don't go in level 1 against an Annie, Aurelia, and Amumu, really. That's not something you do. Although they do have Alistair, so if he goes in there and gets a pulverize on all of them, and I don't know, Reggie lands a W on all of them, that could turn very, very quickly as well. But it looks like, what is this? What are they doing? What is TSM doing? That's new. I have not seen this path before. And that's something exciting still. You see new paths, you see people develop new approaches to this kind of stuff. myRevenge, very, very defensive here, just staying in the lane, like, we don't want to play with you guys. Which is probably a good idea, even though Amumu says, come play with me, probably best not to. Look at that, TSM are super aggressive, looking for that early gank, and if bottom lane is not super careful when they rotate back, they should go
look at that. There you go, look.
Oh no, oh, what are they doing? Don't go there.
This could go straight into TSM's favor here.
And that was a beautiful fake clairvoyance there. They clairvoyance the blue, just to see, just to make them think they want to see what the blue, what's up with the blue. Look at Caitlyn, look at Caitlyn. Yeah, oh no, they didn't see her. Okay, but they can still go for Amumu.
Will they get the stun? Yes, they will do. Alistair goes straight in and manages to get straight down. Jana's going to be the one they're going to target. They will go down first. Blood goes to Reginald. Very nicely done there. And really great teamwork from TeamSoloMid. We say we don't see the Europeans do these level 1 fights, but the Americans always do it. Yeah. And they love it. And they've developed so many tactics and strategies to make it work. And Reginald immediately going to work back. Has a massive gold advantage already over Annie in mid. So we're going to see Reginald being pretty strong. But however, Aurelia has had this little free run. It's going to be level 2 before Udyr gets there. Udyr did obviously get the benefit of the experience from the kill. If the kill doesn't work, it can kind of backfire, but that's also going to leave Amumu without the blue buff. So Amumu's going to have to go his sorry little way and cry his tiny little tears over those wolves without any buff, blue buff at all. So also Cerberus has also been a bit damaged in the bottom there. I'm getting feedback again, I don't know.
Yeah, it's you.
It's just me.
Yeah, it's just you. So Amumu is one of those junglers who really, really needs the blue buff. There's some junglers that can do fine without it, there's some junglers that don't even need it. But Amumu without the blue buff level 1, that's just, you don't want that to happen to you. That's just unfortunate, let's put it that way. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, so looking in the mid, you can see they've had a little bit of a ding on, both using health pots at the moment. They've had a little poker towards each other there. Annie just using the farm. It's Frostfire Annie, one of my favourite new favourite skins. Oh, nicely caught there. Reginald doing a full hit on him. Didn't even bother to try and dodge it either. I'm not too sure where this is coming.
And actually, what we saw, the conflict rate was down on Annie before, so that was a plus 25% extra damage there from the W, from the Pillar of Flame. So Reginald doing a great job. And the general received wisdom in Europe is that Brand will beat Annie mid 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, it's got the range advantage. That's the main thing, is the massive range advantage, which I thought Lux would have had in the last game, but actually Linux did a really good job of closing that gap and again catching and just using the E skill there, just blowing him up and then just keeping permanently burning there. And you can see he's had to use the second health pot and again caught with a beautiful pillar. Reginald is dominating in the mid here. Remember, he also got the first kill. If he gets to send Annie back early, which is exactly what he's trying to do, got this stack up, he wants to just hit it with another conflagre. Yes, he will do. And now, well, he's got the stun up. That's not really going to be able to do much. Now to go for the lava shield already.
Yeah, and he has potions still, while Annie is all out. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, aggressive Reginald is being a little bit too aggressive, and now he actually has to go home.
He got caught out by the dot there, didn't he? His own dot.
Yeah.
Bottom lane.
That's what he didn't expect. Oh, Alistair now in a brilliant position there. I'm not sure how he put himself in this position, but I don't think he can headbutt. There's a trap in the way. Steps right into it. Top. That didn't do much. Top Lee Sin looks like it's now coming in for a gank on Sykes, but Sykes must have a ward there. Does he have a ward? Yeah, he has a ward there in front of Baron. Beautiful ward, saw what was going on. Amumu, it looks like he is still, strangely enough, oh yeah, he went home already, he has a Filler Stone, so he's going to do alright in the jungle. And the OddOne is actually going back in for yet another jungle invasion there against the Amumu, and it looks like they're actually going to meet. Amumu must have smelled him. Now there was a clairvoyance, clairvoyance, beautiful clairvoyance there. And these two, I think that Lee Sin should be winning the fight in the jungle there. Oh, whiffs the Q unfortunately, and Amumu can now go in and push him out of jungle. Doesn't look like any one of the mid laners wants to come and help. So the two junglers are just taking pot shots at each other, and right now, yeah, there's Annie coming in from behind. And, oh, at the same time, Irelia and Udi are meeting in the tri-bush top. It looks like it's Irelia who actually takes more damage in this little encounter. Unfortunately for her. And Annie and against Brand and Amumu in the river right now. It looks like Brand probably came up to help his jungler. Is there going to be another bandage toss? Does not look. There's Lee Sin coming from top. Wow, there's a lot of action this early in the game. Lee Sin is not scared to take any damage, but he takes a big chunk of damage right away. And Amumu goes in for Brand, tossing past Lee Sin. Oh, very good pillar flame. That could be first, but yes.
Second blood. Second
blood, actually. Oh, I forget. Second blood by Reginald. Wow.
Oh, yeah, and he needs to be very careful. He didn't get caught with the conflagrate as well straight away, because remember, Reginald, I reckon he could probably take him there, you know. If he and that's exactly what Reginald's thinking as well.
Yeah,
thinking, you step out that a little bit, I'm going to take your eyebrows off.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't quite manage to do the damage. Meanwhile, at the top, you can see Udir and Reginald, Rayman, sorry, and Relia. This is exactly what we saw in the last game. These two up top lane, they can fight, they can get close. We keep looking at minimap and going, yeah, they're fighting. They're just like poking each other constantly.
And you know what? That's actually, I don't think that's good gameplay. Frankly, I don't think that's just gameplay you want to see. Yeah, exactly. That's passive and boring and PvE. We don't want to make a PvE game, right? So yeah, that's one thing that Dominion fixes. There is no more laning phase. So there's kind of sometimes in a bot lane there's a bit of a laning phase, but usually you just don't see these 20 minutes of just sit back and farm.
So we've got triple Doran's rings on Reginald now. Obviously 2 kills to his good. Obviously managed to get the kill on Amumu, which is great for him. Philosopher's Stone on Amumu as well, I can see now. Obviously just been back. And you can see Fairy Pendant, a bunch of wards, here we go. Janna doing the perfect support role. Tristana's gone back, actually coming back with the Mantreads.
Oh wow, that's an interesting...
So building straight up, that's building towards Irelia, obviously taking Irelia down late game and Amumu, I guess. You go straight for a Blood Razor instead.
Yeah. It does make sense with the Q as well. This is a very American Tristana build. Mid lane, whoa, nice exchange again, but yeah, there's the ultimate from Brand, and she flashes barely out of range of the pillar. Is going to be safe right there. These two mid lane, they are very volatile. I think that's what we need to keep our eyes on, unless Amumu comes in for a gank bot lane right now. I'm not even going top lane anymore. I see the two icons bumping into each other, but nothing ever happens. And right now, let's see, Annie actually just built the health crystal, probably going to go for Rod of Ages first, while the 3 Durance rings, who is it who always points out that 3 Durance rings is basically 3 Rod of Ages? Oh, nice attack there again from Brand, but he gets stunned and he takes a full minion wave, full ranged minion wave attack there. Oh, good damage again against Annie. Does he have flash? If he has flash, he can kill her. No, he does not have flash up. No.
Desperation fireball at the end there, but weren't going to get it. Managed to continue farming, and Brainfish is having problems really, and it's just keeping away from the CS. 47 for Reginald, 35 for Brainfish at the moment. You can see Janna just coming up, getting wards down on that river area.
And actually clearing a ward as well. That was a very good move from Janna. She put a pink ward there and cleared a green ward from the enemy team. Lee Sin now jumping in against Janna. He's probably going to be safe because Amumu is right there and nobody else is coming to help. But whoa, that was a nice ulti. Actually, wow, take down Amumu. Very good move there. The Q from Lee Sin does extra damage based on how much health is missing on the enemy.
Bottom as well.
Bottom. Caitlyn is going to be taken down by Chaos. Very good move there. Wow, what's actually going on here, Demon? I did not expect this to be this wild this soon.
Yeah, fast pace very early on, and blue also stolen as well. So Reginald picking up the blue, and I think that's what they were coming over for. Amumu had started on the blue, and then like Annie wasn't going to be able to come over and get it because didn't have any health, and that's going to be a nice free dragon as well on 9 minutes 15 mark. So, and again, you can see the top just continually being pushed. That's going to take that down. Dragon will go down on 9:23.
I just understood something else why that Tristana is building the Madreds first, because she is top bot lane anyway, and that gives them so much more dragon control. Did you see how quickly the dragon fell? Just 2 or 3 procs is enough, and that dragon is already like almost dead. And she actually builds a Wriggles instead of a Blood Razor. That's really interesting. Really interesting. I like it. I like it.
Deer had sniffed out Annie there. They managed to get the clairvoyance down there. Actually, is he going to go try and steal red? Yeah, you can see Wiz. He's going to try and steal red. So the top lane now invading into the jungle. So you've not only got the odd one coming in, the Rayman's coming in saying I'll have a piece of that as well. He's going to back away. He's got a ward down, but he's going to have to get out in time. Will Amumu manage to get the bandage toss on him? Yes, he will do. He managed to go straight round. Will Annie be able to get into a fight? Reginald is coming around. Oh, fail flash set from Rayman. That's going to be bad. And Reginald did manage to land it. I think Rayman will go down. That will be the first kill. It will do for my revenge.
Nice.
And Reginald wasn't quite ready for that. So that fail flash kind of hurt him there. You can see he just went straight across and bounced off the wall.
Happens to me. Doesn't usually happen to pro gamers, but you know what?
Happens to us all.
Yeah, you have to guess the distance. He was almost right, but almost right is not enough, obviously. And Reggie looking for trouble against Annie again, and there's a special coming as well. Annie's super low. Irelia is in the brush. It's probably going to be able to assist it because Reginald actually getting super low from Tippers and the minion wave. So Reggie has to run right now, and Irelia is still coming for you, flashing in, and that's the kill pickup against Reginald. Good job, them.
Yeah. So that's 2 kills straight away. My revenge replying nicely. Meanwhile, TheOddOne just clearing that nice wave up top. They're going to push it towards the mid. What have you discovered?
Look at the scoreboard. Can you count the wriggles on Team TSM?
Oh yeah, cheeky.
I have not seen this before, but you know what this is? This is absolutely brilliant. This means
free wards everywhere.
This also means Baron, whenever they want.
Yeah.
Give them 10 seconds and they have a Baron.
Yes, we saw Lowland Lions doing this a lot in one of the games I covered. In fact, it was like 4 games back to back. It's like, if only you just watched the replay. They've just done this against the last 2 teams at the moment. TheOddOne needs to be careful. He's invaded the jungle. You can see he is on red. Clairvoyant's gone down. And Aurelia is going to come straight round to him. He's got Amumu there. We're going to land the bandage toss. TheOddOne in trouble. He's going to have to get away. Does manage to flash. Adir is going to come in to help. I think he's going to be able to get away with that one. Yes, he will do. So yeah, we could well see a very, very early Baron. That's a very good spot, Daniel.
Bot lane, Chaos is just having his way with Caitlyn. He is pushing her back whenever he wants to do it. Actually, she is out creeping him, but you know, he's going to be fine with the kill and the assist that he has. And oh, X Special coming in from around and nice. Just barely flashes the Pulverize there. More pings down on her, but there's no one else in range to assist. So Caitlyn is going to be safe for now.
Yeah, so Special's doing a lot of roaming. It's nice. It's working well for them at the moment. And they are 4-2 with the kills, but they haven't got a kill for a little while. They need to be a little cautious because my revenge are creeping the way back into this one. Oh yeah, Chaos is just continuing to farm down the bottom here. Like you say, 88 to 85. So it's pretty much level down the bottom there. All fair play to him. X Special was thought about it there. Actually put the Clairvoyance down there and just saw Janna coming down support. So they're going to back away from that. Meanwhile, at the top, Udyr again being harassed by Irelia. Going to easily get away with that. You can see Amumu was sniffing around. Having a quick peek at towards Brand. Brand full health, got blue once again. Almost a requirement on Brand these days with the oh, he's going to land a nice one. Meanwhile, you can see Amumu also coming around. Lee Sin's managed to jump on him. He won't have the stun ready because he just used the pillar onto Brainkeesh. Yeah, and does miss as well.
And I see that Brand hasn't bought in a while, so that tells me he's actually saving for that needlessly large rod. Yeah. And that means a very fast death cap coming in from him. Let's have a look at the CS stat. It's 87 for Brand versus 63 for Annie, so he is definitely getting the better of that mid lane. Oh, nice pillar hitting Annie again. Even with her shield up, and that gives her a good chunk of magic resist. Even with that shield up, she's taken a good quarter of her health with 1 pillar.
So Rayman pushed to the top there. You can see Aurelia's going to possibly push. Didn't bother doing much about it. You can see, just caught onto Amumu there. Didn't quite get the stun in the right place. So Reginald just continuing to farm. Like you say, he's got that blue. He can just carry on farming there, and he's just keeping Brainkeesh away from the CS. Does go for it. Did ulti. Not going to do enough. And the dot, I don't think is going to tick him down. Is it?
No, it's
15 health. He had it covered, no problem.
It's plenty. That's plenty. It's planned.
Down the bottom though, in the meantime, there is a 3-man push down here. You can see Lee Sin also in the bushes rating. I don't think Cerberus is going to be able to hold this one. This could be the first tower, and Chaos just go leaping in for Cerberus. They're going to take the 2 tower hits, and the Howling Gale is just going to keep them at bay, but that may well cause, yes, the tower will certainly go down. I think now they're going to finish that one off pretty easily. Meanwhile, Brand is continuing to push, and that mid tower is also very low. So at the moment, TeamSoloMid, despite the fact that they've not got a kill for a little while, they are certainly going to pick up a couple of towers. And you can see, it looks like they're going to come straight across. They're invading the jungle. They knew the blues just spawned because they took it last time. Ward has been placed in that bush.
This is dangerous.
My revenge are there. Amumu could come in, but instead they saw him, and TheOddOne goes diving in there. TheOddOne's going to pay the price for it though. Brainkeesh takes him straight down. Amumu also Chaos is certainly going to be the target now. Will jump away. Sniper's going to get him. It won't do. He'll get blocked nicely by Alistair. And wow, Mr. Biggie also taking a lot of damage there. Meanwhile, coming around the backside is going to be Reginald. Is he going to go for it? He's confused. He's confused. He's not sure whether to go for it. And well, I think rightfully so that he didn't go for it, because it could well have been a death.
That was
straight away. But that's great. I mean, that's 4-4. They've evened it up.
Brilliant play from by.Revenge. They were holding all the damaging spells until its specials ultimate ran out there, and then his ultimate ran out, and he was in the middle of them, and he just fell in no time at all. Chaos also getting picked up. Whoa,
wow.
Picks up the Amumu, but that was not worth it. Even if he said it in all chat, wouldn't have been worth it.
No.
That's a blue buff there that they gave away, and probably kill streak as well.
Yeah, indeed. So it's 6-5.
Wow.
by.Revenge now with the lead and almost certainly going to push on towards this mid turret. Lee Sin is just below it, so it's probably going to jump across. That's going to put a lot of damage there. I nearly said Candy Panda. I'm so used to seeing Caitlyn. I just call it Candy Panda these days.
Yeah.
So,
he is actually sitting right in front of you, so he's not playing.
It's not Caitlyn anymore, it's Candy Panda.
Yeah. Caitlyn Panda.
Caitlyn
That's
Panda,
what it is.
indeed. So at the moment, TeamSoloMid, despite having a 4-0 start lead, really working well for them, and they have had a little backfire here, so by.Revenge are going to feel a little bit confident. Gold-wise, they are still trailing a little bit. They obviously lost that Dragon early, and I've got to believe that early Baron tactic that they were possibly thinking about is not going to work. Dragon is up at the moment, and nobody's anywhere near it. You can see.
Did you want to know what Annie just bought? She just now bought the blasting one for her Rod of Ages. Just now. And there's a needlessly large rod and 3 bronze rings on brand. Yeah, that's how far Annie is behind, but that's fine because the rest of the team is doing really well. That Amumu ulti near Golem was perfect as well, just catching 2 of them. And it looks like by.Revenge actually have a very, very good team fight here. But another dragon going to TSM as it looks. And actually they're being spotted by by.Revenge. by.Revenge coming in, but Aurelia is not there, Janna's not there, Caitlyn is not there. Don't think they can do anything. But TSM still aborting the dragon.
Yeah, they are a little nervous, I think, at the moment. They've had to back away from this, and you can see Tristan has now bought a BF sword. Obviously had to change. Oh, will he manage to get onto him? Yes, he will do. Caitlyn's getting caught, and a big stun as well. Reginald's going to take that one. No, he won't do. The odd one picked up the kill at the end. So that's going to even things up 6-6. But Flash was used there by Alistair to manage to get him down.
Well,
Reginald just keeping guard, and that's going to be the dragon. So that's second dragon going away, and he needs to be very careful here. Rayman's got him clocked. Will he be able to get around and get the stun? No, he won't. He's going to back away nicely. And well, at the moment, TeamSoloMid, look at that tower. It's on 83 hit points, so they're going to get that tower down almost certainly now.
Yeah.
And they are still in the driving seat. They're the 4K ahead in gold, which is a massive gold advantage, which has just come from the CS, the 2 dragons and the 2 towers. So they're really, despite the fact they're even on kills, without the advent of this spec mode, we would be wondering if by.Revenge could win this.
Yeah. So Aurelia actually trying to push top lane a little bit. Somebody needs to go and react, but it looks like Bran is already coming in position. If Alistair comes in from behind, that could be a very dead Aurelia right there, and it looks like that's what they're planning. Let's see if she can somehow survive that. Does she actually have a flash? She has the flash up, so she should be fine.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice. Yep, there's the flash as well. It does not land the stun. That was beautiful. She dashed exactly at the right moment so that she dashed over the pulverize that was coming at the end of the headbutt. That was well done. Oh, look at that TSM setting up for Baron. 3 wriggles. That's exactly what I was talking about. 3 wriggles means look at the Baron.
They're miles away.
Look at the health. Look at the health.
They are not expecting it. They are completely miles away. Now they're all closing in. Aurelia knows it's happening there. They have got the ward in the river there, so they know that it's happening. TSM needs to be very careful. They've got it down to half health already. Aurelia is just biding his time. You can see Amumu coming around. Amumu will have the ulti ready, and he has got blue as well. They're going to have to back out. They've aborted. They've gone straight for Aurelia, though. Instead, they're going to catch the stun. Aurelia will go down, but the rest of the team coming around the backside, and they had to abort on the Baron, so not all is lost. They've still got the health. Will Amumu be able to catch onto anyone? You can see he's just biding his time. Is he even going to bandage toss? Yes, he will. Oh, it's a pretty bad bandage toss there, actually. Completely missing it. He's going to be able to catch 3 with his ulti, though. All coming in. Wow, and unfortunately, the damage was already done. Reginald also catching Annie straight down there. Tristan jumping straight in. They're going to have to back away, and I think they may well lose the tower as well. I don't think they can face it. So,
unfortunate.
Early Baron didn't work, but they managed to change strategy. They saw it coming. The ward placement as well. I think it was the minions. They ran straight across those minion stack in mid, and they knew Aurelia was there. They had the tri-bush ward, which is what gave the game away. So TSM adapting well, and knowing when to pull out, really.
I think that was actually part of the strategy. So it's a win-win situation. You put a fork, it's called a chess, on your enemy. You give them 2 possible moves, and both of them are bad. You either let them take the free Baron, or you force a fight at Baron, which you think you can win because you're ahead in gold. So strategically speaking, it's a brilliant move. They just said, either you give us Baron, or you fight us at Baron, and we believe we can take you in a fight.
So what we're seeing now is a Rabadon's death cap on Reginald, so his AP is up to 281. He's going to get a nice fat stack of gold there. And, well, Infinity Edge not quite completed on Tristana yet, so Chaos obviously having to go for that Wriggles first is just fell behind a little bit, but I think he's going to farm up perfectly fine. Yeah, he'll be fine. Aurelia just pushed that stack down bottom. You can see probably going to ward up the Tribush. Yes, he will do. Chaos is just coming around. So blue is going to be given to... Is it not going to be given to Brand? Oh, Brand's already got it. That's why they've got one of their own. So, Oracle. No, was that an Oracle? Ah, no, they just put a vision. Oh, yeah, Oracle. You can't just about make it out on the cow's head. It's a little dot on his head.
Yeah.
And they're going to go for it again. They're going to go for it again.
Tristana's out of position, though. They may just fake it out. They're not even attacking Baron right now, but myRevenge are, of course, shaken right now, and they cannot play their own game. You have to realize what this does to the psychology of a team. If the enemy keeps calling all the shots, the enemy says, you go here, you go there, you do this. The enemy is basically controlling you, and that is just horrible for just the morale of a team.
Yeah, meanwhile, X Special clears out the ward. They just placed the gain on Baron, so they are blind again, which is what they're trying to do. They were just porting away there, actually. Reginald was just keeping them busy. KX has just pushed that lane down bottom. You can see Aurelia's had to go back and keep farming, which means they know that Aurelia's missing at the moment and just need to be wary. They have got a ward in the bush just over the left here, so they know that that myRevenge are pushing forward. Clairvoyance goes down. I'm not going to flash on it though. They will have flash. I was wondering whether the special was going to flash and pulverize in there. Instead, they are just going to keep tweaking it. So myRevenge are just not sure how to react to this one at the moment. And you can see them gathering. I think we're going to have a traditional 5v5 at Baron here.
Yep.
Which we normally get around about the 30-minute mark, but instead we're at the 21-minute mark. TSM have kind of forced the issue, which has pulled the AD heroes away from their farm, as it were.
Exactly, yeah.
Cerberus needs to be very careful.
And they can afford to send their AD down and farm real quick because the enemy cannot do a quick Baron. They just don't have the damage output right now. So they can send Tristana down and farm those waves whenever they hit the tower, while the enemy cannot afford to do that. So they're playing a long game right now, and they're playing it very, very clever. I like that a lot, actually.
Oh, and they're actually going to follow on. What they're going to do is push his stack up top, I think. They're actually, well, they're going to invade there for that coming around the backside through red. Oh, unfortunately, Jana, who was just placing wards, just backed away.
No vision at all for Team myRevenge. They have no idea that they're in the force. Now they see Brand coming out of the ward there, and they are backing away, but there's the rest of the team. Surprise! And there goes the headbutt in right now. There's a conflict rate down, and is he going to set his ultimate down into the rest? No, he's just going to blow up Amumu. That was a very good move there.
Sacrifice.
They cannot fight now. They just have to run, and they're still in a very bad position. And you know what? If they just blue pill now, then you know TSM say, yeah, that's fine. We'll take Baron. Thanks very much.
I think they're going to take it anyway. They're going straight towards it, and you can see the ward. They're walking straight past their ward, so they know it's happened. Now they see it, but the Oracle goes across and picks out that ward. So are they going to try and go for it? I'm wondering if Annie's thinking maybe I'm going to flash Tibbers and try and get a steal.
That'd be brilliant. But she still doesn't have a lot of ages. No. Oh my.
Trying to snipe across there. That was a little bit... I'm not sure how that was going to work. Meanwhile, Aurelia has gone diving straight in there. He's going to try and get onto the odd one. Instead, he gets kicked straight away. Annie comes in, gets the Tibbers down on him. Does manage to get the kill. Looks like Syx is going to go down to the dot as well. This is all going badly wrong. Well, myRevenge have not done so badly out of it. They did manage to pick up the odd kill, but it's going to be a ace eventually. Amumu coming down to try and save the day, but I'm not too sure what he's going to be able to do against Jana here. Jana's just throwing everything he can. However, meanwhile, it's actually pulled them away from Baron, so they've not got Baron, but you know they've got an ace.
Right, they did get an ace, and
apart from Amumu wasn't there, so it's not.
Amumu died before, yeah, but they did lose two. They lost the TheOddOne and Reginald. The TheOddOne just died immediately to Aurelia jumping in on him, and that was a good move. I did not expect Aurelia to put out that much damage. Let's see what she's bought. Okay, just a sheen in the face. She didn't even finish her Trinity Force yet. But still, that was good damage output there, and there wasn't much that they could do to keep the TheOddOne safe. And the TheOddOne, if you look at his items, he's not building the usual Atmox Lee Sin, which would be a lot tankier than this. He's building quite aggressive, and he's actually going soloing Dragon. Why not? Yeah,
well, I mean, we've got Infinity Edge as well on Tristana. So Tristana KX up to 416, despite having that slow start, and then obviously having to go Wriggles. It's not that much of a slow start, to be fair, getting Wriggles. It's, but you normally see them going straight for Infinity Edge, which he could have got that little bit earlier.
However, well, it looks like they're going, looking for a fight right here. There's the stun on the TheOddOne right now. They're going in with bandages against Raymond, but that's not the first to attack. What are you doing? Look at the damage against Amumu. Wow. It's just ridiculous. Now they're just diving in for Amumu right there. Aurelia completely out of position. She's doing good damage against the TheOddOne, but that's too much damage against Aurelia. She may die to the proc right there, but she's Yes, she's going to be picked up by X Special coming in from behind. Chaos surviving, but no, hello, there's the slide. Beautifully blocked by Reginald there. Caitlyn is going to run right now for her life as well, and barely misses the stun on the Caitlyn there. And that's probably going to be it. Chaos just says, you're John, I'm not scared of you. I'm going to go in and kill you. Oh man, that went badly wrong.
But that all started with a really bad initiate.
Yeah.
Why were they going for a deer? I have no idea. It's like they've probably got the most hit points in the entire team. I don't know why they were going. It probably had Turtle Shield up as well, and just like, come at me, bro.
Yeah, well, they had TheOddOne down to quite a good, quite low health there, but they couldn't follow up on him. He was behind the tri-bush already, so they just said, well, Udia's out there, I guess. And they should have just turned around at that point, but yeah. Reginald really rocking that fight with that amount of damage up. But I think he picked up one kill with his passive, or X Special maybe stole it, but it was the passive that brought it down to single hit territory. Yeah, that's the strength of TeamSoloMid right there.
Yeah, I mean, Rod of Age is now pretty strong. I mean, Rod of Age is now completed. You can see another blasting wall. But yeah, like you mentioned, right from the start, Annie had fell behind and still is just tumbling behind Brand's AP. Now, Brand up to 283, whereas you look at Annie, obviously Annie has great burst, but you need AP to do that burst, and it's only 159, so over 100 behind in the AP. So that's pretty big when you start throwing Tibbers around. And if Brand can catch them in a nice big team fight, certainly when the pulverize goes down, say from as has happened at the moment, he can manage to get that pyroblast across everyone, and he just starts bouncing around everyone. It just does so much damage. And with Chaos in the exploding shot as well, you've got like a massive, quite a big AP fight really going on. AE's fight, sorry, coming on from Chaos at the moment. Looks like Tibbers was almost going to make an appearance. I think she thought about flashing there onto Chaos. I thought, I can get him. Oh no, I can't. But look at that, Reginald's just continuing farming. They're not worried about this 5-man stack in mid now. Chaos is like, don't worry, I've got it covered. In fact, he's going to go back and buy, so I'm interested to see what he's going to pull out. He's got a whether he's just going to go straight for Banshee's Veil. Yeah, I guess so. Yes, he does, straight for Banshee's Veil. So that's the defense towards Tibbers or the Amumu wall team. And again, they are just clearing the wards out.
Yep, that means myRevenge need to react. They need to set up for a potential Baron again, and that's just not what they want here, you know. They don't want to be forced into one position on the map. They want to be able to move around freely and farm up and possibly get a couple of ganks going. But TSM are super smart right now. I think the only one who is being a little bit problematic right now is TheOddOne. He is really far behind and he dies very quickly in these fights, whereas Lee Sin traditionally is a lot more tanky. But you know, it doesn't even matter. I mean, look at how tanky even Reginald is, and they can send X Special in, they can send Udia in, and those guys can just tank all day long, and then the rest of the team does so much damage. And they're going again for Nasher. myRevenge need to do something magical right now. They see this obviously. There was a ward that X Special just picked up. Nasher already down to half health right now. What are myRevenge going to do there? It's just outside of, they're eating a pillar of flame that you didn't need to eat. That was not good eating there. And they didn't quite finish the Baron. They're actually going out. The Amumu, Bandage tosses in and can't do anything. He's almost dead. Is he going to get his ultimate off? He's not going to get his ultimate off. Irelia going to die possibly to the damage over time, and there goes Tristan, there goes Caitlyn and Annie. Jona's gonna die as well. I think this is game, Demon.
I think it is. I don't even know that you could see the debate there. They were like, should we go for Baron or should we just push? Should we go, okay, let's just get Baron. Let's just finish it off. Why not? So they're going to get Baron. They've got this bottom lane stack. They've got a decent amount of the top lane that's going to get cleared out there. And Chaos, in fact, wisely is starting to clear out the mid lane while they get Baron. They don't need him there. They've got that much damage already. They've got those wriggles stacking. You can see Chaos is going to come in. Chaos is probably going to get that tower down before they get Baron. They're taking that long. There we go. Finally, Baron goes down. He's already on tower. And I think they may even switch across, whether they're going to go towards the bottom turret or just going to push straight up mid. Amumu's the only one that's up at the moment. Yeah, don't think he's going to be able to do a fat lot about it.
No, he's not going to do anything. And by the way, people, you don't need to be shy here if you want to clap. Even if this game seems to be over, if you want to clap for a Baron, you can clap for a Baron. That's absolutely okay. You can clap for an inhibitor as well. These teams are right there. They can hear you. So if you want to cheer them on, they'll hear you just fine. And look at the crowd out here, Demon. Look at how many people. This is the second game, and just massive hearts to you guys for coming out and watching League of Legends here.
Yeah, indeed. Look at the top bottom stack. That's going to be a second tower, third tower, should I say. Inhibitor already gone down. Second inhibitor going to go down. It's almost inevitable that TeamSoloMid will take this match. So the first two favourites are going to take the game, Daniel. The question is, who do you think will top the group? TSM had a little shaky moment in this match. They've not looked 100% all the way, but then again, it's first game of the day. They lost to Team Zan first game of the day at DreamHack, so and that soon turned around. But at the moment, there's a massive fight going on. They actually dived towards the tower. It's kind of backfiring on there. Chaos does go down, and by.Revenge have a little reprieve there. That's only for a short while, though.
Yeah, that's not going to last. I don't know. So TeamSoloMid and Millennium both look really good. TeamSoloMid, of course, faltered a little bit here, but to be fair, by.Revenge better than alternate attacks. So it's just natural that TeamSoloMid will have a somewhat harder time than Millennium had. It's totally open. I was telling people before this as well. Before DreamHack, I would have put any amount of money on Fnatic. I knew they were going to win. I knew they were in top form. I would have, yeah. I said so around the Riot office as well. I just knew they were going to take it. There was no question for me. This time, I have no idea. Fnatic haven't been practicing a lot because of the split, unfortunately. Millennium, like you said, they had their switch up. Yellow Stars.
PK is not here either.
PK is here. PK is
here.
Oh,
is he?
Yes, ex-PK is here, of course.
I thought he was on holiday.
No, he's here. I shook his hand. He is physically present.
Well, he's physically here.
Yeah. And so they have Fnatic have their full lineup. I don't know. Really, between the four teams, SK, Fnatic, TeamSoloMid, and CLG, anyone's game, anyone's tournament, really.
Yeah, I mean, it is wide open, and we saw, obviously, CLG had a great performance just last weekend. SK have been very strong as of late, and scary amounts of practice they've been putting in.
Oh, yeah.
So
these guys, they're nerds. They're just playing day and night. By the way, if you want to get good, that's how you do it. You just play day and night.
Indeed. So they'll be playing tomorrow, of course. It's all only Group A today, and you can see pushing straight towards the top. That's going to be a top lane going down. Meanwhile, this game is very nearly over. So I mean, favourites, I had SK down. I wrote it on I put it on the Reddit or wherever I put it. I put the thoughts down. I thought, obviously Millennium TSM going to go through, and I thought SK CLG are going to go through their group, which means I had Fnatic going out in the group stage. Which
that's not going to happen.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's a very tough group B.
Yeah, Group B is super hard. CLG, SK, and Fnatic. That is going to be. I just realized one of those three teams is not going to survive group stage.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no double LM, it's straight knockout.
Holy, that is really scary. So I guess I have to say that SK are going to drop out in group stage. That's what's going to happen.
You're going to be the usual European there and say CLG are going to go out?
No. I think SK are going to drop out. CLG are going to do this. Did you see CLG in the China qualifier? They stomped TSM. Stomped them.
Yeah. Some pretty strong stuff. Here we go. So that's going to be TeamSoloMid. They are going to be the winners of the second match. That will be their first game of the day. And really the big one is going to be at 4 o'clock between these two. The rest of the match is for League of Legends.